Hey dumplings, it's Dave Decide. Today's video is a bit of a weird one and I will explain everything. V did kind of give us something that hinted towards him leaving, and there's rumors of him meeting someone in Vegas. I also want to get into Jungkook and the Grammy situation and if he is not going or what. So hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab it down to spilling bug merch and let's get into it. Jungkook was announced on the night of March 28th that he had gotten COVID. So he was the last member to get COVID, and for once in everyone's life, it is totally okay to be excluded from something, but it looks like Jungkook was not. So now everyone has gotten COVID. Hopefully this means the likelihood of reinfection has lowered, and since they're all vaccinated, they have and will recover well and fine. Of course, there was a lot of concern involving the fact that J-Hope had just gotten COVID and he was still in the midst of recovering, and then we got hit with this news. These announcements, if you want to know, are made by Big Hit themselves, and they drop the announcements on Weverse. So people's phones all got a notification, and the notification always starts with, "Hello, this is Big Hit Music." And armies have come to dread that first line because it seems lately this is all bad news. It used to be awesome news, like a comeback or a sale of something or a restock of merch. Now it's who's going to the hospital. One army on Twitter came up with an idea to color code the notes. So if it's a bad one, make it a red bar on top, and if it's a good one, make it green or something. But would you not read it if it was bad? I'd still have to know even if it was bad. Jungkook and the other members except for J-Hope have made their way to Vegas already. Jungkook was tested negative for COVID before he left, and when he got to his hotel, he noticed his throat was a bit scratchy. So he either got it on the plane, like someone was able to get on and their test wasn't accurate, or Jungkook got it in Korea and his test was a false negative, or someone from the people he met in Vegas gave it to him. There's no way to really know, and it's impossible to do contact tracing now. He's just been all over, and it's not really his fault. Jungkook ended up going to the hospital to get tested, and when he noticed something wrong, and he got COVID. So this does beg the question. J-Hope would have long recovered and done the proper quarantine for his COVID diagnosis and all that before the Grammy and the PTT concert. But it would be too close for Jungkook. So is he going to make it to the Grammy? There was definitely concern that he would not be there and miss it. So quarantine everywhere is about 7 days, and in some places like China 3 weeks. But in America, everything is much more lax for some reason, and especially in Vegas, if you do show positive symptoms but have pretty much fully recovered, you legally are allowed to legally leave your quarantine after 5 days and must constantly keep your mask on for another 5 days for any residual symptoms. This comes from the lasvegas.gov website. So if he was tested positive on the 28th, he should be cleared to go out on the 1st of April and worst case the 2nd of April if you don't want to count the day he was diagnosed. So counting the 29th and onwards instead of the 28th. And the Grammys are on the 3rd. This is of course if he shows no symptoms by the 2nd. He can definitely attend the Grammys. But the issue is a bit more than this, right? Him being healthy enough to legally leave the quarantine doesn't mean that he is in the best shape to perform. Once Jungkook was diagnosed, he hopped on Instagram to give us a message and say that we shouldn't worry and that he is okay. While this is great news, he definitely sounds not great. Like he sounds very phlegmy and stuff, and his voice is breaking. So even if he was healthy enough to leave, it doesn't mean that he would be healthy enough to have good breath control to sing and dance right away, because it's literally right away, and he would get no rehearsal time. You might think that BTS doesn't need rehearsal as they have performed Butter or whatever 50 billion times, but rehearsal is always good to have regardless, but definitely not necessary for them, right? But I would be amazed if Jungkook got to perform, or if he would just kind of sit there on stage maybe. We don't know. Right now everyone is thinking he is removed from the attendee list, like he won't go. As for the PTT concert, this is something they would announce right away if there were any cancellations or changes. There definitely should not be any changes for that, as that is almost a week away from the Grammys. So everyone should be healed and plenty of rehearsal time for the sets on the concert. And even if Jungkook still can't make the first concert, the concerts are spread out a lot, so he would at the very least make an appearance at one of the concerts. There seems to be a lot going on as BTS heads to Vegas. There seems to always be some sort of issue no matter what they do. And I think this is very interesting because of how strong they are. If the amount of stuff that happened to them happened to me when I travel, I would never travel again. I'd be like, this is a sign from above to never leave my house, and just sit in the bathtub and cry. But our boys continue. They are strong and they show big energy everywhere they go. They don't seem scared or worried, and they shouldn't be. After being in a boy band for so long, traveling so much, I think their mindset is very mature. I think they understand that things will happen outside of their control, and as they happen, you can only just accept them, pick yourself back up, and keep going. Even their silent actions are pretty inspiring to me. We got to see Dispatch actually host a live stream on their Dispatch Korea YouTube channel. So if you're unaware, oftentimes, I don't know about this case, but a label or a publicist will contact all the reporters and news sites during specific events that they want to get attention from. News reporters and paparazzis don't just hide at airports and wait to see what celebrity pops up. Some reporters, without the inside tip from the label, will just match up BTS's schedule and figure it out. Others will get an email from the artist's label or publicist to say, show up at this time and you'll see the boys come out to the airport. And then the artist will dress up and wear the iconic airport fashion. It was alleged that Dispatch has a relationship with HYBE. We don't know if this is true, but Dispatch was there at the airport and streamed BTS walking out of their car and got to see BTS's beautiful fashion pieces. Taeyang was someone that people were talking about as usual. He wears a lot of amazing designs and he always puts out a statement, a fashion statement. They obviously don't wear this during their flight as this is not comfortable for 17 hours. So the whole point of wearing it is to make a statement and show off his fashion. It also shows off his bag that he designed and no doubt people loved it. There was also an interesting piece that he was wearing. This could have been a goodbye or interpreted as that. It was a marine pin. This apparently is a military type of pin and I couldn't see too closely, but it looks like a Korean military pin. This can obviously be interpreted as his statement and love for the Korean military and even maybe that he plans to go. It's definitely a statement to say that BTS will not go if they are called on and still want to serve their country in that way. Or maybe I interpreted this too much. But fashion trends tend to have a statement and Taeyang is definitely given something. He gave to the maximum amount of giving. Interestingly enough, if you type in Taeyang on the search bar on Twitter, a woman's name pops up. This is the woman that was the CEO's daughter that was accused of dating Taeyang due to the museum thing. It's interesting these dating rumors constantly pop up and are still something that is talked about like months or years later, even after it was confirmed it's not true. This is often why idols don't like to address dating rumors or labels don't like to address, because it seems like once they deny it, it opens the floodgates to people saying, well, the label's lying. I never understood this, because if it were to come out as real, then the label would be in more trouble for lying than if they had just admitted to the dating. But anywho, Taeyang and the label both denied the rumors with the CEO's daughter and was pretty adamant about that. Likely the CEO's daughter was getting a lot of hate. It was interesting because it was rumored without much evidence at all that the CEO's daughter had updated somewhere. Again, just rumors because no photos, but people were tweeting this, that she was also in Vegas and clips we see of Taeyang going to the airport and flying to Vegas is to meet her and that they are apparently actually dating. Even if she was actually in Vegas and wanted to see BTS's concert, this is simply to support a friend, which they admitted they were acquaintances at least and friends at most. So why would you not go support? As to why she was initially there, it could be to open another restaurant. Vegas is booming and there's a lot of money you can make there. She could have been sent by her dad to scout the area, talk to investors, whatever. And I see this a bunch, that anyone who is seen around BTS is automatically a clout chaser. The haters are the ones who keep bringing up the name. They're the ones giving her this clout. You don't want her to have clout? Stop talking about it. Like even the dating rumors with Jungkook and the tattoo artist, people were saying that she was a clout chaser. But she tried so hard to distance herself from this rumor because it destroyed her business. Yet people still bring up her name and insult her and attack her and then accuse her of clout chasing. Not everyone who is around BTS or is friends with BTS is clout chasing. This also makes it seem like that there is no other reason to be BTS's friend unless you want to be famous. Do these people really believe BTS is that bad to be friends with, that they have nothing else to offer except clout? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos. Link below. Thank you to this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.